In the world of bodybuilding, no title is held in higher esteem than the Mr. Olympia. It takes a combination of elite genetics, hard work, dedication, and precision to stand a chance of having your hand raised. Of those who have graced the Olympia stage, only 19 men have earned the right to call themselves Mr. Olympia. Over the next few weeks, I will outline every single Mr. Olympia contest, as well as the cash prize the victor earned for their efforts. In this video, we will cover every Mr. Olympia competition from 1985 to 1989. Are you ready? The 1985 Mr. Olympia was held on October 26th in Brussels at the Forest National Theatre. This was the first time that Belgium hosted the prestigious competition, marking a shift towards globalizing the sport and bringing it beyond US borders. With the total prize pool of $100,000, the same as last year, this was now clear. This enticing purse clearly attracted most of the world's top bodybuilders, as the card totaled a record-breaking 24 competitors. Lee Haney, who had won in 1984, returned as the competition's frontrunner. However, it was clear that he would face strong pushback, most notably from veterans like Albert Beckles, Mohamed Makawe, and Tom Platz. This said, rookies would also pose a threat, including Haney's training partner, Rich Gaspari, and Olympia debutants, Mike Christian and Barry DeMay. As the posing rounds progressed, it was clear early that the main athletes in contention for the title were Haney, Beckles, and Gaspari. This constitutes the top three. Gaspari had a decent amount of muscle, but did not yet have the muscle maturity to hang with Haney. As a result of this, he would take home the bronze.
Third place, Richie Gaspari.
Richie Gaspari in third, and that's a heck of an accomplishment for this kid. 22 years old, he's come a long way. He's a young one, he's going to do well in bodybuilding, he's done it already. And the fans are chanting Alberts.
After the pose down had concluded, the judges had decided that Beckles was deserving of second, in what must be his best showing ever, only being bested by one of the most dominant future champions of all time.
Second place,
Who's it going to be?
$20,000,
Or Haney? $20,000.
Albert Beckles.
Albert Beckles is in second place, and Lee Haney is the overall champion and wins 2 years in a row. $50,000. Lee Haney is the winner.
Most impressively, Al achieved this at the age of 56, twice that of Haney.
That was one of the closest competitions I've ever seen at the Mr. Olympia competition. Albert Beckles was in the best shape of his life. Naturally, he's disappointed, but he's $20,000 richer, and he's moving up. Last year he was in fourth place, this year second. This man continues to improve as he gets older. He's 54 years old, which is amazing. Lee Haney is only 26.
Ultimately, however, Haney secured his second consecutive title and the $50,000 purse, cementing his status as a dominant force in the sport.
Mr. Olympia, Lee Haney.
It's very, very hard to beat.
Haney's back-to-back wins in 1984 and 1985 truly placed him on everyone's radar, but he was just warming up.
Hi, welcome to the 22nd Mr. Olympia event. In case you don't know who I am, I'm Joe Weider. This is my great friend and our great champion, Lou Ferrigno. Both he and I are here tonight to congratulate all the great champions vying for the Mr. Olympia title and $125,000 in prizes. Lou, don't you wish that you were out there on stage competing against these great champions?
I usually think about that, Joe, and I feel if I train 1 year, I could beat everyone. By the way, in your opinion, who do you think could win tonight?
Me. Anyways, let's go backstage, Lou. I'm anxious to see who the winner is going to be.
Okay,
You're in for a great show.
After being held in New York and Belgium, the 1986 Mr. Olympia returned to its historical venue, the Veterans Memorial Auditorium in Columbus, Ohio. Much of the attention leading up to the event focused on reigning champion Lee Haney and the increased prize pool, which now totaled $120,000. This created a buzz amongst fans and competitors alike. Lee Haney, already a two-time champion, arrived in peak condition, and it seemed apparent that he would soon make it 3. To do this, he had to defeat Gaspari, Christian, Beckles, DeMay, and debutant Peter Hansel, among others. Despite this stacked lineup, Haney's exceptional muscle development, stage presence, and flawless posing was going to be difficult to contend with. It seemed likely that he would soon dominate the field of 14 competitors. This proved to be a hurdle too high for any of Haney's competitors to jump over, as he would secure his 3rd consecutive Mr. Olympia title and the $55,000 in prize money.
Mr. Olympia 1986, $55,000. Perfect score for Lee Haney. Lee Haney. Lee Haney. Mr. Olympia 1986, $55,000. First place, Mr. Olympia 1986. That's Lee Haney.
He outshined runner-up Rich Gaspari and 3rd place Mike Christian due to his detailed and dense muscle bellies. Despite his strong showings in past Olympias, Tom Platz unfortunately placed 11th. This event marked the final competition for the veteran bodybuilder, who announced his retirement at the conclusion of the event.
Tell me, what's the most exciting moment of your life?
86 Olympia.
Yeah.
I placed my lowest as a result of the show, but I was able to go out there. I was able to walk to the front of the stage. I was able to have people look at me and their eyes opened up. Everybody in the audience stood up and yelled something, I don't know what it was, and they yelled, put their arms up, and nobody was on the earth. Everybody was like spiritually and mentally not on the earth. It was the most incredible, the most meaningful experience ever in my life. I mean, money can't buy that. I didn't get the title, but I touched that. When you touch that, that was everything.
Due to the increased prize pool, 4th placed finisher Albert Beckles would receive $9,000, 5th place finisher Barry DeMay received $6,000, and 6th place finisher Peter Hansel received $4,000.
Wherever you've been viewing the competition, whether here in Columbus or anywhere else, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed putting it on. Let's hear it one more time for all of the contestants, but most of all with a perfect score of Lee Haney, Mr. Olympia 1986.
The 1987 Mr. Olympia competition took place on October 31st at the Scandinavium Arena in Gothenburg, Sweden. The contest featured 18 elite bodybuilders, ranging from emerging talents to established stars. At the forefront was Lee Haney, aiming to secure his 4th straight Mr. Olympia title. Haney was now widely renowned for his exceptional genetics and for having 3, count them, 3, Sandows in the bank. As a result, Haney was a clear crowd favourite to take home the title. Once again, Rich Gaspari emerged as his main challenger, just as he had the previous year. Lee Labrada also made his Olympia debut, who I believe is deeply underrated due to his proportions, classical structure, and aesthetic posing. Also in attendance were Christian, Robinson, DeMay, Beckles, and debutant Eduardo Kawak, among others. The Olympia aficionados among you might have also realised that this correlates to the 4th through 8th place finishes. Despite Gaspari's impressive muscularity, and Labrada's classical frame, Haney's incredible physique stole the spotlight, and Gaspari and Labrada's hopes started to fade. Haney's stage presence was imposing, and his physique left both judges and competitors in awe. As such, when it came time to announce the results, debutant Labrada was announced in third.
On third place, from United States of America, Lee Labrada.
Enjoying this video? If so, please hit the like button. Click it now!
There's two contestants left.
Haney had yet again proved his dominance, claiming both the Sandow Trophy and the $55,000 in prize money, and Gaspari was announced as the runner-up.
And now we're going to announce the winner. The winner of $55,000 and the Mr. Olympia title, the biggest title in the world in professional bodybuilding. The winner in 1987 Mr. Olympia in Gothenburg is Lee Haney. And second place goes to Rich Gaspari. Lee Haney and second place Rich Gaspari. Lee Haney, the champion from Sweden, Gothenburg.
With his fourth Sandow Trophy now earned, Haney was now on track to becoming one of bodybuilding's all-time greats. His 1987 win brought him one step closer to Arnold Schwarzenegger's legendary record, one that he was now highly motivated to surpass. The 1988 Mr. Olympia, held on September 10 at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles, was one for the ages. The competition drew over 6,000 fans, setting a record for the venue itself. As a result of its growing popularity, the total prize money for the peak bodybuilding show had reached a new high of $150,000. The contest featured a dominant defending champion in Haney, who was looking to claim his fifth Sandow Trophy. The roster included 20 elite bodybuilders, which was an amalgamation of seasoned veterans with promising newcomers. Haney would need to quell returning competitors Gaspari, DeMay, and Labrada, and debutante hopefuls Gary Stridham, Mike Quinn, and Brian Buchanan, among others. When it came to the posing round, Haney's confident performance, set to the dramatic music of Richard Wagner, captivated the audience and judges alike. His main challenger, Rich Gaspari, delivered a strong routine as well. However, his physique seemed to fall just short of the defending champions. In the end, he did in fact claim second, marking his final serious attempt at the title, while Barry DeMay was announced in third.
Third place is Joe Weider. It goes to Barry DeMay.
Ultimately, Haney would successfully claim his fifth consecutive title in dominant fashion. He won the contest with a flawless score, cementing his position at the top of the podium.
Presenting the 1988 Mr. Olympia Cash Award, Trophy, Scholarship, and the rest, Joe Weider will present it to the five-time Mr. Olympia, Lee Haney.
Despite the talent on the stage, Haney's commanding presence left many fans wondering if anyone could realistically challenge his reign. as he moved closer to matching Arnold Schwarzenegger's historic record. The 25th iteration of the Mr. Olympia competition took place on September 9, 1989 in Rimini, Italy. With over 20 competitors from around the globe, the contest was expected to be dominated by reigning champion Lee Haney, who was pursuing his 6th consecutive win. Despite a strong lineup of 21 athletes, Haney stood out with his unmatched size and symmetry. The roster also included Lee Labrada, Vince Taylor, Rich Gaspari, Mohamed Benaziza, and Mike Christian, among others. Haney's elite genetics and innovative training techniques made him a formidable foe for his adversaries. Haney's commanding stage presence overshadowed his rivals for the duration of the contest. Labrada, praised for his aesthetics and posing, was seen as the only real threat to Haney's reign. Despite Labrada's strong showing, he would not quite have what it took to topple the reigning champion. When it came time to announce the placings, it would be revealed that Olympia debutant Vince Taylor placed 3rd.
They will take the 3rd place award and give it to Vince Taylor.
Rich Gaspari had slipped down to 4th.
The 4th place award will be given by Franco Colombo again, and he will take it to competitor Rich Gaspari. The 3rd place award being given by IFBB President Ben Weider.
While Labrada placed 2nd, which would be his best placing at the Mr. Olympia ever.
2nd place award, again being given by Joe and Ben Weider. And they will take the Mr. Olympia silver medal and bring it to Lee Labrada.
Ultimately, Haney's victory solidified his place in bodybuilding history and set the stage for his pursuit of a record-tying 7th Sandow in 1990. Lee would enjoy the purse of $75,000 and set his gaze on next year.
And the winner of Mr. Olympia for 6th consecutive year, Lee Haney.
Did you enjoy this video? Well then why not check out this playlist in which I discuss every Mr. Olympia contest. Or, alternatively, you can also mix things up. I also have a 50-minute documentary on the rise, fall and redemption of Bam Margera. But first, subscribe for more content like this.